All right, I think we're live. What's up, everybody? Good evening. Welcome in, Orioles, Kansas City Royals, game time. Good to have all of you in here. We're going to have a good time tonight. O's got the win last night. Big win. 3-3 game in the bottom of the eighth inning. Sam Basallo steps to the plate with a runner. One hits a two-run homer, and the Orioles get the win 5-3. It was a big one for them. They really kind of needed it, and they pulled it out, which is great, and hopefully they can continue to do that. They are still looking like they are 3 games out of the wild card right now, which is it's crazy to me that they are that close. But they are 3 games out in the wild card. If they can win tonight, I think they'll get to 2.5 out. So they got to continue to keep winning. Hey, Jeannie, welcome in. And try to continue to stay in the race. We've said it before. I'll say it again. They've got to figure out a way to stack wins at this point. When they come back from the All-Star break, the Orioles have got to find a consistent win streak in them somewhere. They've got to find a way to get back to 500. We're going to see. They got to start tonight. But let's talk about the lineups for tonight. As we get ready. Welcome in. We had a great night last night. I figured, you know what, the Orioles won. We had a lot of people come in. We got a lot of likes. We weren't doing anything tonight anyway. We got back from the parks. I said, Melissa, do you mind if I go live? She said, yeah, no problem at all. I'll be downstairs. So let's get going here. Appreciate all of you being in here. Thank you very, very much for coming in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Share us out with your friends. Love to have them come in. For Kansas City, Jensen's leading off, Bobby Witt Jr. batting second, Caglianone batting third, Thomas fourth, Pasquantino fifth, Perez sixth, Massey seventh, Lofton eighth, Collins ninth. On the mound for them is Mail. I think it's Mail is the last name. He is on the mound. Opponents are batting. No, I'm sorry. Pitching for Kansas City is Cameron is pitching for Kansas City. 4.77 ERA. For the Orioles, batting first, playing shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. I still think Gunnar shouldn't be a leadoff hitter, but that's just me. Batting second. Actually, you know what? Before I even bring that up, let me make sure I get this up here. There's the light goal. Batting second and catching is Adley Rutschman. Batting third in left field is Taylor Ward. Batting fourth, first base, Pete Alonso. Batting fifth. And doing the DHing is Samuel Basallo. Batting sixth in right field is Tyler O'Neill. Batting seventh at third base, Kobe Mayo. Batting eighth at second base, Jackson Holiday. And batting ninth in center field is Leody Taveras. Kyle Bradish is on the mound for the Orioles, 3.75 ERA. He's actually looked really good. He's had a really good season. He's had a couple bad starts early, but he's really turned it around. Excuse me. So we'll see how the Orioles do tonight. They need a win. We'll see if they can pull it out. Hopefully they do. And we're about ready to get started here. They're about ready to go to the break. I think tonight the Orioles are celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States, which is great. I think they should. Love the hat. They have the red, white, and blue hat on tonight, which I really like. And it would be really nice to see them get a win. We'll see if it happens. Anyway, good to have everybody here. Saturday Night Baseball. Let me get this all changed up. As we're about to get started. Orioles Royals from Baltimore, Camden Yards. Jeannie, good to have you here. Looks like you're the only one in here right now. That's okay. We'll see how tonight goes. After the fifth inning, we'll do a score check. We'll do an out-of-town scoreboard. And then we'll do it again in the seventh inning. And again, always like talking chat. So if you have any comments, please let us know. July 17th, they have the Odyssey coming out. I have no desire to see that. I'm sure they're going to ruin it. Yes, I said it. I just have no faith in movies anymore. Anyway, good to have everybody in here. Orioles bench, of course. Blaze Alexander, Dylan Beavers, Colton Cowser, Jeremiah Jackson is on the bench for the O's. They win tonight, it'll be 3 in a row, which is their longest winning streak of the season. The Orioles have not gone above 3 wins all season long. And we are just waiting for first pitch as the Orioles are about to get started here. Thank you for all the likes. We already got 10, so we're already 25% of the way there. So some folks must have hit a like button, and I'm sure they'll come back in. Kobe Mayo is playing tonight. Yes. Playing third base, Jeannie. He is absolutely playing. Looks like an overcast day in Baltimore. They're calling for rain all weekend in Baltimore. Of course, I'm not in Baltimore. I'm down in Florida. They're calling for rain here, too. I don't know if we'll get the rain, though. So, Carter Jensen, Bobby Witt Jr., Jock Caglianone. That's the lineup. 1, 2, 3 hitters. And if they get that far, their fourth hitter, I think, is, I forgot his name that fast. Is Lane Thomas. Everybody was big Lane Thomas fans last night. I had so many people come in and say, hey, is Lane Thomas up?
The eighth inning in a tie ball game. We'll take a look at it pitch by pitch. So Matt Strom, the left.
Right now, the Orioles are showing the at-bat by Sam Basallo last night when he hit that home run. That was a big home run. Especially because it was the game-winning home run, too. They said he had 4 home runs since he's got 12 home runs now. Okay. I mean, Basallo's got more than 12 home runs, doesn't he? He certainly doesn't have 19 home runs. I know that much. I don't really think I understand that number. Looks like we're getting started late again because they're about ready to go to commercial yet again. Yeah, Basallo's got 15 on the season, so I don't understand that number. Anyway, be sure to vote, folks. Who wins tonight? Is the Birds going to get the win? Or is it going to happen for Kansas City? 8 people have voted, and so far, 100% of you are saying, nope, it's going to be the Birds. Well, we're going to find out here in a little bit. If you're coming in, please come in and say hello. Always like to see who's in here watching. We had a good number in here last night. I think we got as high as... How many did we get in here last night, Jeannie? I think we had like 40-something watching at one point. And we got almost 60 likes, which was nice last night. So it was good. It's good having everybody in. There's 12 of you in here now. That's a good number to start. Again, Orioles, Kansas City Royals tonight. Bradish on the mound for the Orioles. Cameron on the mound for Kansas City. And the big thing for Brad, look, it's really the same scenario for any pitcher. It really is. Throw strikes, get ahead in the count, keep the ball down in the zone, keep the ball in the ballpark. It's that simple. It really is. Don't walk hitters, and you'll be fine. You really will. Gloria, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Jason are doing well. It really is that simple. And it's the same. It's really the same formula for every pitcher. And I'll say it again. Get ahead with strikes. Get them out with balls. Don't walk batters. Keep the ball low in the zone. Change speeds. Keep the ball in the ballpark. And you'll be fine. What's up, Dan? Dan Steely, welcome in. Yeah, 15 home runs in 81 games. Look, for a rookie season, Dan, Again, you can't put too much pressure on these guys that are in their rookie seasons. Technically, Dylan Beavers, this is his first full season. He technically is eligible for Rookie of the Year. So is Basallo. So you have to remember that. You have to take that with a grain of salt and look at these numbers and say, these guys are young. They're inexperienced. They're immature in a lot of ways. They're gonna get better. Yeah, Dan, and I think that, when they signed Basallo and signed him to the extension that he got already before he even played an inning in the major leagues, that was the projection and what they expect from him. And I think that ultimately he's going to be a 40 home run guy a couple times in his career. I really do. The raw power is there for him. It really is. The raw power is there for him. That home run he hit last night, he just muscled it up. So we'll see how it goes tonight. But yeah, if you project that over 30, that's exactly what it is. If he's hit 15 in 81 games, there's 81 games left. If he hits 15 in the next 81, that's exactly 30, Dan. You're right. Now, see, I wouldn't say that. Dan. I don't. I think a lot of these deals, I think the Blaze Alexander deal was a good deal. I think that was a good deal. I think the Trevor Rogers deal was a good deal. Connor Norby is doing nothing for Miami, and Kyle Stowers had a good year last year, but this year he's pedestrian. He's putting up okay numbers, nothing great. And Trevor Rogers has been really good last year, and he's been good this year. So, I don't know. I'm not as, I think a lot of times when I look at some of this, nobody can tell me that when the Orioles drafted Gunnar and Adley and Basallo and Calzer and Jordan Westberg and Jackson Holiday, anybody really think that none of those players were going to be good? Was anybody coming in saying, that's a terrible draft, they shouldn't have drafted those guys? Absolutely not. Same with Kobe Mayo. Mayo was burning up the minor leagues. We thought he was going to be a prospect. At some point, it falls on the players. And the players aren't stepping up. Yeah, and I think the Alonso is a good deal. I don't think... Look, things are magnified when you lose. Okay? And when you have high expectations and you don't meet those expectations. And if the Orioles don't make the playoffs... exactly what you just said is going to happen anyway, Dan. Elias is going to get fired. Okay? He is. He's going to get fired. Ultimately, he hasn't gone out. The problem I have with these writers, these sports writers, is they want all these teams to make big splashes. Not everybody can make a big splash. I don't care who it is. Not everybody can do that. If I hear one more person say to me, got to trade for Tarek Skubal. The Orioles can't trade for Tarek Skubal. They can't. They don't have what it takes to land him. I'm sorry, but we got to be realistic, folks. Think with your head, not your heart. And, I'm not... Look, Mike Elias, he's going to lose his job. If they finish under 500 this year and don't make the playoffs, he's going to lose his job. Craig Alvarez is going to lose his job too. I really think both of them are going to be gone. All right, we got started a little bit late. I don't know what happened, but the home plate umpire just came out. So here we go. Carter Jensen is in the box. Kyle Bradish is ready. I think we're ready. And here we go. First pitch is on the way. And it's a swing and a foul back on a four-seamer. 0-1. Mayo's going to give it a look, but it's out of play. What's up, Richard? The legend. R. Johns, welcome in. Orioles wearing their patriotic hats tonight. Normal white uniforms, but it's the patriotic hats. Mike Elias literally broke this entire franchise down and started from scratch. He really did. 0-1 pitch. Here we go. Fastball off the plate, 1-1. And the Orioles, in his time, have not won a playoff game. The 2 years they made the playoffs, they got swept both times. That's a bad taste in people's mouth as well. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate. Ball 2, 2-1. People say the Orioles got to go out and get a bona fide starter. They did that. They went out and got Corbin Burns. They traded for him. They traded DL Hall and Joey Ortiz for Corbin Burns. Burns came in here and won 18 games. And they still didn't win a playoff game. 2-1. There's a pitch, line drive, or a ground ball foul. 2-2. So having an ace doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win. The Orioles had that. They won 91 games with Corbin Burns. They went into the playoffs, and they got swept with him on the mound. So, having an ace doesn't automatically make that you're going to win games or the World Series. Fastball is outside, ball 3-2. And this is where, this is what I get upset about Kyle Bradish. First inning, throw strikes. First hitter, and already he might walk the first hitter of the game. Three-two pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Four-seamer up in the zone at 96. He swings through it, and that's the first out. One down. He just wasn't messing about. He just said, here it is. I'm not walking you. Hit it. And he couldn't get on top of it. So that's one down. And that's going to bring up the ever-dangerous Bobby Witt Jr., 288 hitter on the season, 822 OPS. Production numbers are down a little bit for him, though. First pitch to him, there's a slider or sinker for a strike, 0-1. 288 average, 13 home runs, 39 RBIs. So the production numbers are down. The average is good. OPS isn't bad. 822 is good. 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss on a slider. Quickly 0-2. That had a lot of break to it. That started in the middle of the plate and just tails away from Bobby Witt. Of course, Witt, he hits from the right side of the plate, for those who don't know. Quickly 0-2 on Bobby Witt. Here it comes. Stay away from the middle of the plate. Slider outside again, but Witt does not offer at it. It's low. Ball 1, 1-2. One-two pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 2-2. That ball was not even close. That wasn't even competitive. He missed. It was 60 feet 6 inches. He pounded it into the dirt at probably 56 inches. All right, 2-2 count. Let's see what he does here. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a sinker. Strike 3. But you know what, Dan? I think I understand what you're saying. They definitely have, the second worst record in the American League. I wouldn't say they're as disappointing as the Orioles, because I don't think expectations were as high as they are for the Orioles. When you look past Bobby Witt Jr., what do they really have that is really that positive when I look at their team? Curveball in the dirt, ball 1 to Caglianone. I mean, they're fine. They got some good players. But the Orioles up and down the lineup have prospects that were top prospects, first round, second round guys. 2 of them are number 1 overall picks. And they really expected to take off, and they just haven't. Kansas City's one of those teams, I don't know. They're kind of mediocre to me. There's a curveball, swing and a miss, 1-1. Or swing and a foul, 1-1. I get what you're saying. They are disappointing, at 39 wins, and they're second worst record in the American League. But there was a lot of expectation with the Orioles this year. A lot of teams expected them to make playoffs. Even make a push to win the division. And that's not happening. 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. A dribbler right back to the mound. Bradish has got it. Throws to first. And there's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Bradish. We're heading to the top of the second, or bottom of the second. No score. O's coming up. Yeah, Kansas City, I'm sure, is not happy with their season whatsoever. And they shouldn't be. All right, for the Birds, it's going to be Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Taylor Ward, And if we get there, Pete Alonso. Kansas City's done more than we have, though, over the last 40 seasons. They've at least won a World Series and been there a couple times. And won playoff games. Orioles, nothing. They haven't done anything since 2012? 2012. Because 2014, they had the one game, I think it was 2014, they had the one game playoff against Toronto, and they lost. And then they had the series against Kansas City in 2023 and got swept. And then they had the series in 2024 and got swept. And 2025 was a disaster. And you see how 2026 is going. So, it's one of those things where at some point, I don't know. Sometimes I think they've been cursed. Who knows, right? Who knows? I have no idea. But hey, thank you all, everybody. We went over 1,330 subscribers. We're on our way to 1,300. We're on our way to 1,400, which is great. Hopefully we get there. Gunnar Anderson's got a 685 OPS. Not good at all. One of the lowest on the team. Tyler O'Neill, Kobe Mayo, and Leody Taveras are the only ones that have lower OPS in the starting lineup. And Tyler O'Neill and Kobe Mayo are hitting under 200. And Leody Taveras is a bit player. All right, here's first pitch to Gunnar. There's a fastball in the inside corner. Strike, 0-1. Well, when Peter Angelos was there, yes, Dan, he's no longer the owner. The Angelos family sold the team. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back, so quickly 0-2 on Gunnar. But, yeah, Angelo, I don't know. It's funny, Dan. I said this when David Rubenstein bought the team from the Angelos family. Everybody was so happy. And, of course, David Rubenstein came in and said, hey, we're going to spend money. We're going to win. I'm dedicated to winning. 0-2 pitch. Check swing. It did not go. It's a ball. 1-2. But they said the same thing about Peter Angelos when he bought the team. He was a Baltimore guy. He bought it from Eli Jacobs, who wasn't spending money. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. That's a strikeout. He bought it from Eli Jacobs, who was not spending any money. It was a Baltimore guy and Peter Angelos. Angelos came in and said, hey, I'm going to spend money. We're dedicated to winning. And, for a while there, he did spend money. They had a really good team in 96 and 97, the Orioles. Teams that probably should have gone to the World Series. Here's Rutschman outside on the fastball. Ball 1-0. And then all of a sudden, Angelos got older, wasn't spending money. He wasn't really running the team. John and his son Lou were running the team. And they outside, ball 2. They didn't spend any money. And then we fell back into disrepair, talking about the Orioles. And now here we are again. They sell it from a team that wasn't spending money to an owner who's a Baltimore guy. Says he's going to spend money again. There's a called strike, 1-2, or 2-1. And, we'll see. Who knows? 2-1 pitch. There's a pop-up, left field, shallow. Left fielder went out, and then he had to come back in, and he's going to get there. Wow, he took 2 steps out, and then he had to hurry and run back in. I think he played that ball wrong. But he gets there, and it's 2 outs. Yeah, I think at some point, part of it is, I don't think the consensus of how Mike Elias is drafted is in any way, shape, or form. All right, here's Taylor Ward. Curveball is high, ball 1. Again, if anybody wants to come back and show me where they thought the Orioles had a bad draft when they drafted Gunnar and Adley and Jackson Holliday and Jordan Westberg and Kobe Mayo and Colton Cowser and Samuel Basallo, when they drafted all those guys, who was not happy with those drafts? We all were. And the consensus around Major League Baseball was they thought the Orioles did great. 1-1 pitch is a called strike on a changeup to Taylor Ward. But the the players just haven't panned out. I mean, Rutschman's making his third All-Star game. Fair enough. But to this point, most of them have been disappointing. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. That's your inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Birds. Top of the second coming up. We got no score. Ultimately, you can't fire the players. Gunnar Henderson, all those guys, they're not going back to the minor leagues. They're just not. You either don't re-sign them and let them leave via free agency, or you release them. That's just how it happens. But you can fire the manager, and you can fire the general manager. And if the Orioles are a losing team this year and don't make the playoffs, I think that's going to happen. $17 votes already. I love seeing all the votes, gang. 82% of you are saying the O's are going to get the win today. We'll see. Ultimately, I don't think it's going to matter next year anyway, because I don't think there's going to be baseball. I don't know what you guys think. I don't think there's going to be baseball next year. What's up, Victor? Welcome in. At all. We talked about this a little bit last night, and I really think this. I don't think there's going to be baseball next year. Yep, I don't. I don't think there's going to be baseball at all next year. I don't think they're going to play. I think the owners are going to dig their heels in when it comes to a salary cap. And we already know where the Players Association stands on a salary cap. They are adamantly against it. And I think this time around, the owners are finally going to say, there's a line in the sand, and we're not crossing it anymore. And I don't think there's going to be baseball. I think that they're going to get locked. They're going to lock them out, and that's going to be it. And we're not playing next year. It's going to be worse than 1994 when the World Series was lost. I absolutely think that. And I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping they come to an agreement and they get it done. Oh, nice, Victor. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm glad you saw that today. All right, here's Lane Thomas. Bradish is ready. First pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball or sinker high. Ball 1-0. Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be baseball next year. I don't think they're going to come to an agreement. Comes a 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive just foul down the third base side into left field. So 1-1 count on Lane Thomas. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the chat. Do you think there'll be baseball next year? Do you think they'll come to an agreement? Are they going to sacrifice a whole season? Or do you think maybe we'll get some season? 1-1. Here it comes. There's a curve or a slider high and inside. Ball 2-1. I don't think there's going to be baseball next year. Sad as it is. 2-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a check swing. He went. He absolutely went. Yep. Slider out of the zone, but Thomas could not hold up, and it's a 2-2 count on him. Called strike. The slider is really biting for Bradish right now. A lot of movement on that slider. Away from right-handers, and it's working. There's another one. Tried to do it again, but he did not offer at it. So it's a ball, and that's going to run the count full. 3-2 on Lane Thomas. So Victor says no. He thinks there's going to be half a season. Maybe. It's going to be the second half if it's going to be any half. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Gunner's got it. Throw to first. In time. Just in time. Lane Thomas can run. That's first out of the inning. One down. What's up, Debbie? Debbie Bernfeld. Welcome in. You're not late, Debbie. Whenever you get here, dear. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Hope you give us a like. Glad to have you. We got 20 likes, 20 people watching. Thanks, gang. Halfway to our goal already. That's awesome. Vinny Pasquantino is at the plate, left-hander for Kansas City. Bradish's first pitch to him. Here it comes. Fastball high, ball 1. And I know I'm in the minority, but I am wholeheartedly on the owner's side. I am wholeheartedly on the owner's side. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul off to the left side. 1-1. I am wholeheartedly on the owner's side. I absolutely are on their side. These players make so much money to play a game. And all of their contracts are guaranteed. Whether they play or not, they are guaranteed money. 1-1 pitch. There's a line drive, foul down the left field line again. The owners have more risk than the players do. Even if a player gets hurt and loses his entire season, he gets paid. I have such an argument for the owners. 1-2 pitch is going to be low on a slider, 2-2. And again, no matter what side of it you're on, that's fine. I think I just don't see where the players have any leg to stand on. I just don't. When they say, well, the owners are trying to suppress salaries, yeah, I think they are. I would too. 2-2 pitch, there's ground ball to the third base side. It's going to be a backhand by Mayo. Long throw, gets him. That's a nice play by Kobe Mayo, 2 down. You have Major League Baseball players who are making the league minimum. Okay? They're making a league minimum of like $600,000. And now they want the league minimum to be $1 million. So that means a kid in the minor leagues comes up to the major leagues for the first time. He's going to make the league minimum, which is they want it to be $1 million. So they want every single player in the major leagues to be a millionaire. Every single player. That's what the Major League Baseball Players Association wants. Okay? As a baseball player, you have the first 3 years are the only years that the owners have true control of a player. Once it starts going to salary arbitration, the player takes over the control. I'll tell you why in a minute. 1-0 pitch. Here's a called strike. 1-1 on a sinker. Once you go to arbitration, arbitration is this. The Orioles offer this amount of money for you on your contract. The player wants this amount. So the Orioles offer, let's say, $600,000. The player wants $780,000. Okay? 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a foul. So the Orioles offer $600,000. The player wants $780,000. They can't come to an agreement. It goes to arbitration. The arbitrator says, if it doesn't go to arbitration, they agree on a deal. Normally, it may not be $780,000 that the player wants, but it's going to be swing and a foul. The Orioles offered $600,000. He wants $780,000. The Orioles might say, here's $700,000. So he was making $600,000 last year. The Orioles are giving him $700,000. He's getting a raise no matter what. So even if he had a crap year or was on the injured list the entire year, if he goes to arbitration, no matter what, he's going to get a raise, even though he didn't earn it. 1-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball, just fouled down the third base side. We're going to do it again. And that player will continue to get raises, even if he loses at arbitration. Well, if it goes to arbitration and he loses, then he gets paid whatever the Orioles are offering him. But it's still more than he was making the year before. So every single time, that player is going to get a raise. And then once he hits free agency, the cat's out of the bag. He can get whatever he wants, whatever a team's offering him. 1-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. So I think the players make tons of money. You got guys like Shohei Ohtani's making $700 million, guys. $700 million. Juan Soto is making $750 million. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. He got him. And that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the second's over. Heading to the bottom of the second. No score. I'm sorry. I don't think the players have a leg to stand on. I just don't. I think they make inordinate amounts of money. And if anybody tells me, well, the owners make tons of money. Yes, they do. They own the team. The company you work for, does your owner make tons more than you do? The company I work for, he sure does. He's the owner. He owns it. He has more risk. He's the one that has to pay the salaries. He's the one that has to pay the overhead. He's the one that has to pay all the expenses. I don't. It's more of a risk to them. So yes, it should be much more of a reward to them. I just don't understand that. You know, they're like, well, these owners make all this money. Yes, they do. And it's their money. They're the ones that are buying the stadiums, the jerseys, the food, the travel, the airlines, all this stuff. They're the ones that are paying the players. Anyway, I'm going on my soapbox. I apologize. I'm ranting during the game. We're at commercial break. It's just one of those things. I don't understand how anybody can be on the player side, because the only argument the players have is the owners are trying to suppress salaries. No matter what, if the salaries continue to get out of hand, only thing it does is it trickles down to who? Us. The owners will pass it on to us. Or the owners, when they sign these big deals for all of them, for all the TV contracts, that's got to be paid out somewhere. So if Fox or ESPN or whoever pays these billions of dollars to the teams, who are they going to do it to? Back to us. I don't know. Thanks, Debbie. All right, here's Pete Alonso. I'm not saying I'm right. It's just my opinion. First pitch to Alonso is outside on the sinker, 1-0. Again, that's how I see this. Pete Alonso's got 5 years, $155 million. Curveball is high, 2-0. 5 years, $155 million for 5 years. I'll never make that kind of money in my lifetime. 2-0 pitch. High again on a curveball or a cutter, ball 3. 3-0. Now, Alonso's, he's got the green light here. He's your number 4 guy. He's your home run hitter. He's your production guy. He can swing away 3-0 here. He's got the green light. Here we go. There's the pitch. Nope, he takes a cutter right there for a strike. 3-1. Guys, thank you all for the likes. Wow, I can't believe we already got 23 likes. More than halfway there. 3-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Into left field or right center field. That's going to get to the wall. That's going to be extra bases for Pete Alonso. He's going to get a double out of that. The center fielder was shading him to the left, and he hit it into the right center field gap. He didn't hit it a ton, but he hit it where they ain't, and he gets a double out of it. So a leadoff double for Pete Alonso. The center fielder was shading him. It gets by the second baseman into right center field. And yeah, where the center fielder was, he was shading way over to the left. So it took him a while to get to that ball, and that's what made it a double. Here's Basallo, first pitch. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1, 1-0. So a leadoff double for Pete Alonso. Basallo's job right here is just get him to third. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a sinker. 1-1. Wow, look at all the votes. 22 votes. 82% of you got the Birds winning tonight. We shall see. 1-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Right field hit well. That's off the wall. That's going to get down. Alonso's going to score. Basallo's trying to go into second. He is out by a mile. It came off the wall. Basallo doesn't run very well. It came off the wall right to the right fielder. He turned, fired to second, and they got Basallo trying to go to second. But the run does score, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. It's a single, and then he's thrown out at second for Basallo. But he does get the RBI. 1-0 Birds. He hit that ball so hard that he didn't even have time. He was thrown out at second by a mile. All right, here's Tyler O'Neill swinging at the first pitch. It's going to be a lazy, short fly ball to right field. Right fielder's got it. That's the second out. So 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Kobe Mayo stepping to the plate. I mean, Basallo crushed that ball. He hit that ball so hard. And here's Kobe Mayo. First pitch to him. Curveball low. Ball 1. Good take by Mayo right there. 1-0. Thanks, Victor. One-zero pitch. There's a line drive. Left field. Hit well. The left fielder jumps and makes the catch. That ball wasn't going to get out, but it was on a line. Mayo hit it hard. The left fielder had to jump for it, but he jumps and times it correctly. Oh, he almost drops it. He snow cones it, but he makes the catch, and that's the inning. But the O's get on the board. 1 run in. Top of the third coming up. Orioles got the 1-0 lead. Mayo hit that ball hard. That was nice. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you here. If you're new here, this is the Birdland Network. We do all things Orioles and Major League Baseball. Lots of live streams of the birds and other fun videos, like we're doing our videos on our greatest players to wear the numbers 1 through 55. We're only up to number 6. I'm trying to get that video together, but 1 through 5 are out. If you'd like to go see those videos, they're a lot of fun. Of course, we've got our top 25 greatest Baltimore Orioles of all time, if you're interested in that. And, of course, we've got our weekly Hall of Fame profiles that come out of all the Hall of Famers. I've learned a lot putting those videos together on some of these players from the really old days to the most current players. Be sure to check all that out. We have playlists for all those if you're looking for them. Please do. Please go check them out. And, yeah, if you like Disney, we have a Disney channel. As well on YouTube. It's called Mouse Talk. We have almost 30,000 subscribers over there. We go live from the parks, which we're going to do tomorrow morning. We're going to be at Magic Kingdom. So, not everybody's into it. Totally get it. If it's your thing, join us. If it's not, understood. Oh, I want one of those hot. I want one of those hats. They have a Team Relish, Team Mustard, Team Ketchup hat. I want one of those. I want a ketchup hat. I'm a ketchup guy. All right, Bradish is back out there. Massey's up. First pitch to him is a ball on a 4-seam fastball high. 1-0. All right, 1-0. Here we go. Massey's ready. 264 hitter on the season. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball, left field. Fairly deep, but very playable for Taylor Ward. He's under it. He's got it. 1 down. Orioles Hall of Fame luncheon is coming up. End of the month, July 31st. We've got Chris Davis, Storm Davis, and Jim Russo going into the Orioles Hall of Fame. Thanks, Victor, for the link for tomorrow. Appreciate that. All right, here's Lofton. First pitch to him is a sinker inside for a strike. Inside part of the plate for a strike. Just caught the plate. 0-1. Nick Lofton, 250 on the year. 4 home runs, 29 RBI, 762 OPS. Batting in the 8 hole. Here's a 0-1 pitch. It's a slider outside and low. Ball 1. 1-1. Jason, what's up, Jason? Welcome in, my friend. Nice to have you and Gloria here. Appreciate it. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a pop-up. Left field. Medium depth. Taylor Ward's under it. He's got it. That's 2 down. Give us a like as you're coming in, Jason. Would appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Good to have you both here. So again, 2 quick outs for Kyle Bradish. Victor, no problem. See you in a bit, buddy. And here comes Isaac Collins stepping to the plate. Number 9 hitter. First pitch to him. Here it comes. He's a 242 hitter. That's a curveball outside and low. Ball 1. 1-0. Kyle Bradish he's got a sinker. He's got a curveball. He's got a 4-seamer. He's got a slider. There's a curveball again. Low, ball 2. Good take by Collins right there because that ball's heading to the plate and looks like a strike out of the hand and it just drops off the table, but he doesn't offer at it. It's a good take. Bradish so far on 3 has only thrown first pitch strikes to 3 of 9 hitters, so he's getting behind in counts. There's a sinker on the inside for a ball. So 3-0 here to Collins. Last thing you want to do is walk the number 9 hitter with 2 outs and turn the lineup over and get back to the top of the lineup. Bradish has got to bear down here and try to get back in this count. Here it comes. There's a strike on the 4-seamer. 3-1. Got to get back in the count. You don't want to lose the number 9 hitter. 2 out walks always seem to come back to hurt you. They really do. 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's another 4-seam fastball fouled at the plate. So he does get back in the count. 3-2 count now. And he was smart here. He didn't try to dilly-dally and be cute with it. He just said, here's 4-seam fastballs. I'm throwing them there. See if you can hit them. And it's, remember who's at the plate. That's all I got to say. Remember who's at the plate. Challenge him, but don't give him anything, nothing batting practice fastballs. And he's done a good job with that. Let's see if he can put him away. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Yeah, he went fastball again. 1 hopper to Jackson. He bobbles, and he's not going to hold it. Jackson Holiday had it. It was a 1 hopper right to him. He backhanded it, bobbled it, and that was it. Once he bobbled, he wasn't going to get him. That's got to be an error. I don't think that's a hit for Collins. Hey, Z-Free, welcome in. He did not hit that ball hard at all. It was a 1 hopper up the middle. Jackson Holiday got there with plenty of time. If he handles it, he throws him out. If he handles it clean, he throws him out. But it hit off the heel. So it should be an error on Jackson Holiday. Back to the top of the lineup for Jensen. Oh, there's a curveball. Called a ball. Rushman's going to challenge. He thinks it's a strike. I think he's going to lose this. I think it might have just missed. Yep, it's a ball. He loses the challenge. Yep, it missed. It was a ball. So the Orioles lose the challenge. They're down 1 now. Second night in a row, Rutschman's done that early. So 1-0 count on Jensen. And that is an error on Jackson Holiday. And it should be. 1-0 pitch. Curveball is low. Ball 2. 2-0. And see, this is where Bradish, to me, becomes frustrating because he gets out of sorts. Okay, it's an error. Big deal. Still only a guy on first. Settle down, bear down, and get the next guy out. Instead, now he's falling behind 2-0. And Collins will run. 2-0 pitch outside, ball 3. You see, and you can see it in his demeanor. He's got that frustrated body language going where he's like, after he threw that pitch, he's like, he goes like that. And that's exactly what you don't do. So now, you had the error, but here we are again, 3-0 count on Jensen. Bobby Witt's on deck. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back, 3-1. He's got to be very careful here. The last thing you want is first and second, 2 outs with their best hitter coming up. But it's something that's really plagued the Orioles all year are these 2-out rallies from the pitchers. 3-1, here it comes. Ball 4, he walks him. He walked him. It's exactly what he did not need. Frustrating. Kyle Bradish, in my opinion, gets in his own head. He really does. He's his own worst enemy. The talent is there. The arm is there. He just doesn't seem to have it in the head sometimes. My goodness. Here we go. Nope, that Orioles who's going to win is going down. It was 87%. Now it's down to 80. And here he comes. Bobby Witt, first pitch to him. You got to be careful here. Swing and a pop-up. Got him to swing at the first pitch. Alonso, he's racing. He makes the catch in foul ground. It was down the first base side in foul ground. Pete Alonso gets there and gets the out. Wow, that was a big one. No runs, no hits. A couple men left. Bottom of the third coming up. 1-0 Birds. How about that? So he gets Bobby Witt to swing at the first pitch. Very uncharacteristic. I think he should have took a pitch there. I would have took a pitch. Had the air. He walks a guy. Make him throw a strike. Right? Make him throw a strike. See if he'll put pressure on himself. Because if he starts getting behind in the count with you, then the advantage goes to you. But I guess, I don't know. I guess Witt thought, well, he's got to throw a strike. He wants to get ahead in the count. I'm going to be looking to be aggressive. And I guess he did, but cost him there. I feel like I got like a spider on me or something. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Good to have all of you here. 1-0 Birds on a one-out single by Samuel Basallo in the second inning to score Pete Alonso. And so far, that's all the scoring in the game. I'm going to let the votes get up to about 30. Hopefully they'll get up to 30. We got 20 votes right now, 25. I'm going to try to get it to 30 or maybe even 50 before I cut it off. See if we can get some more people voting. Orioles, of course, the Major League Baseball draft was today. Orioles number 7. They had the 7th overall pick. They chose Eric Booth Jr., 18-year-old, 6 foot, 207 pounds, lefty. Bats left, throws left, outfielder. He has elite speed, premium defense in center field. We'll see. It's another outfielder. Here's Jackson Holliday. First pitch to him is a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Holliday, of course, he has been playing from behind the whole season. Missed all of spring training with the hamate bone. 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball right to the third baseman who was playing off the bag. Throw is into first just in time to get Jackson Holliday 1 down. I like seeing Holliday go the other way with the ball. I mean, you look at the grades on Eric Booth. He's got 50 power, 55 in the hits, 60 overall, 55 for the field, 50 for his arm, 70 for his running. The highest grade you can get when you're looking at a prospect is an 80 grade. So his speed is a 70. That's his highest grade. Leody Tavares takes a strike, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Curveball. There's a fly ball to right field. Medium depth at the track. The right fielder makes the catch, and that's the second out. I don't know what they're expecting out of Eric Booth. I don't know if he'll be a major leaguer. His 50 his worst grade is a 50 grade, which is fine. His best is a 70 grade, which is fine. We'll see what happens. I mean, he's another left-handed hitter. Back to the top of the lineup for Gunnar Henderson. There's a slider for a called strike, 0-1. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate all 24 of you being here. Please hit the like button as you're coming in. We're trying to get to 40. We're at 28. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss, strike 2 on Gunnar. Henderson struck out his first time up on a slider away. He just refuses to try to go the other way with the ball. Everything is pull, 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 pull for Gunnar Henderson. And his numbers just continue to go plummet, go down, down, down. There's another slider. He almost offered at it, but it was low. Ball 1-2. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul down the first base side. Oh, gets by the ball girl. She's got to go get that. One-two pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball down the first base side. Foul again. Again, everything with Gunnar is just, he just refuses to do anything but pull the ball. And when you're taking a ball on the outside part of the plate and you're trying to pull it, all you do is turn it over and you hit ground balls. And that's what he's doing. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Inside. Did it hit him? Almost hit him. Almost nicked him on the arm. So 2-2 count. Jordan, welcome in. You know, Jordan, I don't want Gunnar to be unsuccessful. I want him to be successful. Obviously, his success is success for the Orioles. 2-2 pitch. There's fly ball, right field. That ball's hit well. At the track, caught at the wall. Gunnar got under it, almost got it out of here, but it's an out. And there's your inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Birds. We're heading to the top of the fourth. 1-0 Orioles. Jordan, let me tell you right now. If Gunnar Henderson finishes the season, you know, he's still got 2 more seasons with the Orioles, 27 and 28, before he's a free agent. Adley's got 1 more. 27's his last year with the Orioles, and then he's a free agent. Gunnar Henderson, if he puts up moderately good numbers, okay, is going to probably make near $300 million. He just will. He's going to. Well, you know what? I'm going to take that back. Maybe not. If he continues on this downward spiral that he's having, if he's hitting below 230, hitting 16 to 20 home runs, driving in anywhere between 60 to 70, he's not going to get $300 million. You're right. He's not. He's still going to get about $150 million, $120 million. Well, maybe not. I don't know what he's going to get. That's a good question. You know, that's a good point, because I look at Pete Alonso, who's put up prime numbers his entire career, and he got 150. He didn't get $300 million. So, yeah, it's hard to say what Gunnar's going to get if he continues to play this role. You know, if I look at Adley Rutschman, Rutschman's got 1 year left. I still think the Orioles should re-sign him. I think they should re-sign him for like 3 years, $60 million. Give him 20 a year. See if he'll bite. See if he can get Adley for 3 years at 60. That's 20 a year. That's definitely a bump from where he is right now, and I think it keeps him in Baltimore a little bit longer. You know, Trevor Rogers, I think the same thing. I would give Trevor Rogers a 3-year deal, right around $60 million, right around $15 to $20 million a year, with a club option for a 4th year, and leave it at that. All right, here's Caglianone and Bradish. First pitch to him. Here it comes. Curveball is a ground ball to the second baseman. Nice play by Jackson. Throw to first. Sliding grab. He throws to first. And that's the first out, just like that. 1 down. Nice play by Jackson. That makes up for the error. That was a good play. Well, Jordan, he didn't sign anything. Remember, Gunnar Henderson is a minor leaguer who the Orioles drafted. So for the first 6 seasons, he automatically is staying with the Orioles. Fastball high, ball 1 to Lane Thomas, 1-0. Yeah, he didn't. He remember his first 6 years are with the Orioles. The first 3 years he's under team control. The last 3 years he goes to arbitration. But no matter what, he's with the Orioles for the first 6 years. 1-0 pitch is a strike on a sinker, 1-1. So Gunnar's going to be around through 27 and 28 no matter what. Adley's going to be around through 27 no matter what. 1-1 pitch. There's a called strike on a sinker, 1-2. Good movement on his pitches tonight for Kyle Bradish. Really good movement. That ball looked like it was going to be outside and tailed back over the plate. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes, folks. Curveball low and outside. Ball 2. 2-2. Good take by Thomas there. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't do it. Wow, 30 people watching. Thanks, gang. Good to have you all here. Please hit the like button as you're coming in. We're trying to get to 40 likes. We're almost to 30 already. Two-two pitch. There's a fastball or sinker just high. Ball 3. 3-2. Bradish has gone 3 balls on a lot of hitters today. Lots of hitters. Here comes 3-2 pitch. There's a one-hopper to Gunnar, who olays it, but he gets it. Wow, that was a one-hopper to Gunnar. He kind of spun and caught it and throws a strike to first base for the second out. Wow, that was I don't know how to word that. He kind of olayed it off to the side and then spun and then came up with it and then threw a strike to first. So 2 down. That's going to bring up Vinny Pasquantino. Lefty on righty right here. Let's see what happens. First pitch to him. There's a fastball. Just drilled foul down the right field line. He crushed it. But it's foul. Thank goodness. Thank you, everybody. 32 in here, 29 likes. Please hit the like button as you're coming in. Keep voting as well, folks. I want to see those votes. Here's a ground ball right to the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. He's got it. Throw to first in time. Another 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Bradish. Bottom of the 4th coming up. O's got the lead. 1-0. You know, we talked about this last night, though. Anything can happen in a game when there's only a 1-run lead. Orioles got to put some distance between them and Kansas City right here. Hey, Rusty, welcome back in. Good to see you. Hit the like and voted for the O's. Gunnar almost had that. Yeah, he almost did, Rusty. Good to see you again. Rusty Shackelford, welcome back in. Thank you for coming back in. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Yeah, Gunnar, again, everything with him, he's just getting into this habit of pull. Everything's to the right side. Everything's to the right side. When he's going good, when Gunnar is really on his game and he's hitting for average and hitting well, he is going up the middle. He is straightening out the swing. He is, extending his arms, getting that bat on the ball, and really doing well. But when he's not going well, everything is pull. And yeah, okay, every once in a while he might get one. But you know what? If you go 1 for 20 and that one was a home run, does it matter? I want to see guys get on base, drive the ball, gap some. The home runs will come, but it's all about the hitting technique to start, and I don't like it. But again, that's just me. Gunnar, I love Gunnar. Look, he's on my wall up there. He's up there. There he is, right there. Right there. There's Gunnar right there. Where is it? I can't do that. Right there is Gunnar. So I love Gunnar Henderson. Don't get me wrong. But I'm also not going to be a homer, and I'm not going to put my head in the sand. If you're not doing well, you're not doing well. And he's not. Here's Rutschman. First pitch to him is a curveball for a strike. Or is that a slider? Either way, it's a strike. 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a line drive. Caught by the shortstop. He had to leap for it, but Bobby Witt gets there. And that is 1 down. Rutschman hit it well, but he hit it right at him. Witt had to jump, but not really. He had it no matter what. 1 down. Thanks, Rusty. Appreciate you saying that. Dude, we're just having fun here. All right, here's Taylor Ward. First pitch to him is low on a changeup. 1-0. 1-0 pitch is inside on the cutter. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. There's outside. Oh, man. Changeup on the outside part of the plate. The umpire calls it a strike, though. And with only 1 challenge left, they're not gonna use it. So 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a curveball or a cutter high. Ball 3. 3-1. You know, for as well as Bradish has done through 4 innings, the pitcher for Kansas City has only given up the 1 run. Outside, ball 4. So the Orioles get a 1-out walk, and that's going to bring Pete Alonso to the plate. And, of course, Alonso doubled his first time up. Let's see what he can do this time. First pitch. There's a sinker inside and low. Ball 1. 26 votes so far. 81% of you are picking the Birds to get the win tonight. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul back. 1-1. 1-1. I like the Orioles City Connect uniforms. I really do. The Friday Night City Connect uniforms for the Orioles. I love them. I want one for Christmas. There's a 1-1 pitch. There's a curveball for a strike right there. And Alonso does not offer at it. Man, that was a good pitch to hit. Rusty says, the Polar Bear, I'm a Gator fan. Awesome to see Jock Kaggs get into the Derby already. Yeah, he's in. That's right. 1-2 pitch is high. Ball 2. 2-2. Rusty, are you in Florida? Or do you live in Florida? I live in Florida. That's where I am. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Center field. Hit pretty well at the track. At the wall. It's gone! 2-run home run for Pete Alonso. Dead center field for the Birds. And just like that, the Orioles get 2 more. It's 3-0 Orioles. As Pete Alonso got one, that's what I'm talking about. It's what I want out of Gunnar Henderson. A ball middle of the plate. He didn't try to pull it. He extends his arms, goes straight center field, and puts it out of the ballpark. And it's 3-0 Birds. Number 21 for Pete Alonso. And I think it's RBI's number 63 and 64. Very nice. And here comes Basallo. He singled his last time up. First pitch is called a strike on a curveball. Oh, you're in Jacksonville. Okay. I'm more towards like the Orlando area. I'm down that way. Real close to Disney. About 25 miles south of Disney. So more like Lakeland area. So, yeah, I know Jacksonville. I've been through there a few times. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul on a cutter way out of the zone. That was not a good pitch to swing at. Yep, go O's. Amen, Jason. That was a good swing by Pete Alonso. 0-2 pitch. Check swing. He went. They're going to throw down the first, but Basallo is out. And that's the second out of the inning. Strikeout. Debbie, are you in Florida? I don't know why I didn't think you were in Florida, Debbie. Home plate umpire is chirping at the Orioles for some reason. I don't know why, but he's chirping at something. No, I don't live in Eagle Lake. I live in Lakeland. That area, Rusty. All right, here's Tyler O'Neill. Curveball to him is a called strike, 0-1. I don't know an Eagle Lake. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike. 0-2. Alonso was such a great signing. Mets messed up by not trying to re-sign him. They didn't even offer him. I agree, Jordan. Yeah, Richard, I know you're in Florida. I've been to your house. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3 to Tyler O'Neill, but the damage is done. Orioles get 2 more. We're heading to the top of the 5th inning. 3-0 Birds. Yes, Richard, I know you are. I know where you live. Jordan's in Baltimore. Nice. Very nice. I used to live in Baltimore, Jordan. I just moved to Florida 6 years ago. Jason wishes he was in Florida. That's funny. Yeah, Jordan, I think you're right. I don't really know why they didn't re-sign Pete Alonso. I don't know if there was some clubhouse stuff going on in there, and they just thought it wasn't going to be in their best interest, but if they let him go. I think Alonso is going to be a good guy. We'll see. You know, can't re-sign everybody all the time. Sometimes players are going to move on. Sometimes teams are going to move on from players. So, Jordan, are you in actual Baltimore, like Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Howard County? Where are you? I lived in Maryland for almost 50 years. Hey, we got 31 likes, 9 more to go. I hope all those who are new here coming in, I hope you subscribe and come back. Oh, Rusty, okay. Nice, Rusty. I thought you said you were in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is not close to Lakeland. Baltimore County, Reisterstown. Oh yeah, I know Reisterstown. I used to live in Baltimore County myself, Jordan. I used to live in Baltimore County. I lived in the Catonsville, Arbutus area for the longest time. Jordan, where'd you go to school? Or are you still in school? You might still be in school. All right, so here we go. Birds got 3-0 lead. Top of the 5th inning. Kyle Bradish is looking good. Oh, Eagle Lake. I got you, Rusty. I'm with you now. My apologies. That makes sense. Eagle Lake is where your brother is in Jacksonville. I got you, but you're up there with him. I got you now. Makes sense. All right, 0-1 pitch to Salvador Perez. Here it comes. Another slider. Swing and a miss. His slider has got really good movement today. Quickly 0-2 on Perez. Oh-2 pitch. Slider, check swing. Did he go? No. First base umpire says he did not. So 1-2 on him. I grew up in Columbia. I went to Howard County Community College. Now I'm in Reisterstown. Nice. Okay. Where'd you go for high school, if you don't mind my asking? In Howard County. One-two pitch. Called strike 3 right there. If you grew up in Columbia, I'm trying to think where you could have gone to school. I can't remember the schools in Columbia. I went to a private school when I lived in Maryland for high school. I went to St. Joe, Mount St. Joe. I'm sure you've heard of it, Jordan. Wild Lake. Oh, yeah, Wild Lake High School. Absolutely. I've heard of it. Absolutely. So one down. Here comes Massey. Fastball high. 1-0. Of course, I graduated high school probably before you were even born, Jordan. I always thought Storm Central was Louisiana where I reside. Jason, it kind of is, to be honest with you. We get some storms down here. We don't get the kind of storms you get. Pop up by Massey in the infield. Jackson Holiday's under it. He's got it. That's the second out. Harper's Choice middle. Wild Lake High. Very nice. Okay. Love it. Love seeing Maryland people. We won the Maryland State Championship our freshman year. Very nice. Very nice. There's a ground ball to shortstop. One hopper. Gunner's got to hurry, though. He throws it high. Did he get him? Yes! Nice stretch by Pete Alonso. They just got him. Woo! That was close. That's your inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heading to the bottom of the fifth. 3-0 Birds. State Football Championship your freshman year. Very nice. Orioles got Kobe Mayo, Jackson Holiday, Leody Tavares. 7-8-9 coming up. Brian, go fast. Welcome in. We went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. Very nice. Brian, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Welcome in. Where's Cranbrook? What state's that in? Good to have you here. Thanks for joining. 32 likes, 8 more to our goal. They keep showing that Emirates commercial and that woman standing at the top of the Burj Khalifa. I don't know if that's CGI or if she really did it. There is no way in heck I could do that. I would pass out and be dead. I'd fall 1,000 feet to my death up there. You'd have to tether me. I couldn't do it. Sony, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Sony 4K, good to have you here, bud. Good. Thanks for being here. I think that's an 8 Mile reference. Is it? I have no clue. Rusty, I have no clue. He got me because I have no idea. First pitch is a called strike to Kobe Mayo. He didn't even look like he was ready. Yeah, I know the movie. I don't even know what that is. I have no clue. I never saw it. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside ball. 1-1. He got me because I had no idea what that is. That was funny. All right, 1-1 count on Kobe Mayo. He's ready. Cameron's at the belt. Here it comes. Swinging a foul off to the right side down the first baseline. Nailed it. Brian, go fast. Yeah, I have no idea what that was. So I don't know how to take that. I didn't. It went right over my head. 1-2 pitch. There's a slider inside and low, ball 2. It's funny though. I'm old. I didn't see that movie. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Left field. If it's fair, it's gone. Holy cow, that hit the second deck again. It's gone! Oh my gosh! Kobe Mayo with the mammoth home run. He hits the facade of the second deck. Wow, when he hits them, man, he hits them. Kobe Mayo, almost for the second straight home run, tries to put it in the second deck. And the Orioles now have a 4-0 lead. He almost put it in the second deck again. He hit the facade of the second deck. Holy cow. Oh, Brian, it's all in good fun, man. It's fine. Good to have you here. 0-1 to Jackson Holiday. Wow, 4-0 Birds. Here we go. 0-1 pitch. There's a ball low, a sinker slow, a sinker low. Excuse me, I can't talk. 1-1 to Jackson Holiday. Oh, 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice slider. 1-2. And that's why I keep telling folks you can't give up on a guy like a Kobe Mayo. You got to give him time. The potential in this kid is unbelievable. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him on a curveball. Strike 3. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. I mean, Mayo, where he hit that ball. It's unbelievable. I mean, he hit it into the second deck again. He hit it off the facade of the second deck again. He put it in the second deck the other night. Unbelievable. Lawrence, welcome in. Lawrence Lyle, welcome. There's a called strike to Leody Tavares, 0-1. Tavares swings for a bunt, but he misses it, and that's strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. That's a called strike 3. Oh! It's called a ball. But it should have been a strike, but it's called a ball, and the Royals do not challenge it. So instead of a strikeout, it's a 1-2 count on Leody Tavares. He's got new life here. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. That's a fastball high. 2-2. Lawrence Lau, yes, let's go O's. Welcome in. 4-0 Birds right now. Two pitch. Fouled off. We're going to do it again. Yes, 36 watching. That's amazing. Thanks, everybody. We are 7 likes away from our goal of 40. It's right there on the scoreboard. Two pitch. Just off the plate on a cutter. Ball 3. 3-2. Kobe Mayo went to the second deck the other day, Wednesday. He went there 420 feet Wednesday night. He hit it in the second deck. He hit the facade of the second deck tonight, Saturday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. In the span of 4 days, Kobe Mayo's hit 2 home runs to the second deck. 1 off the facade of the second deck and 1 actually into the second deck. That's crazy. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. We're going to do it again. Nobody else has done it more than once. He was the 8th guy to do it. And he was the only guy to ever do it twice. Well, I guess technically he didn't get it into the second deck, but he hit the facade. That's nuts. Three-two pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. It would have been ball 4, but he swings at it. That one was at 440. I mean, he crushed that ball. I mean, he hit it right on the barrel of the. Wow, that's nuts. All right, here's Gunnar. First pitch to Gunnar Henderson. Outside, ball one. 1-0. Yeah, 420, 440, whatever. He hit it. Either one it's just, that's awesome. I mean, he smacked that ball. Oh, a 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball left field. Easily playable. Left fielder's got it. That's your inning. But Mayo puts another run on the board for the Orioles. Top of the 6th coming up. Birds got a 4-0 lead. It's just he's a ball player that has the potential to be a 40 home run guy. Is he going to be the next Rob Deere? I hope not. I'm hoping he's not one of those guys that's home run or nothing. But I got to tell you right now, when Kobe Mayo hits him, boy, he hits him. I mean, for Mayo, that's like his 12th home run already this year. In limited capacity. He doesn't play every day. You know, Blaze Alexander's been taking a lot of bats away from him. He's got 12 home runs, 34 RBIs. Gunnar Henderson's got 16 home runs, 41 RBIs, and he plays every day. So, yeah, there's something to be said for that. Hope you all liked my thumbnail tonight. Did something a little bit different on the thumbnails. Well, it's Aaron Judge-like home runs for sure, Lawrence. You know, Judge is definitely... Aaron Judge is kind of in a class by himself. Because Judge will hit for power and average. You know, Aaron Judge is going to be a 300 hitter and still hit 40 to 50 home runs when he plays. Aaron Judge's issue is health. And I think people have to remember, he's not as young as you think. Aaron Judge is like 34 years old. He's not young. Not taking crap about Gunnar with this, but last season he was in every home run parlay I'd throw together. I had to stop this season, unfortunately. Yeah, I get it, Rusty. I hope he rights the ship. I really do. I mean, he only hit 16 home runs last year. His numbers were down. You know, and he's got 16 this year. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying that. You know, Judge's problem is stay healthy. All right, 0-1 count on Collins. Here's the pitch to him. That ball is high, 1-1. Yeah, I think that's part of the thing that kind of derailed Giancarlo Stanton. Mike Stanton, as I still call him. There's a guy that's got immense power. He just can't stay healthy. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. That's a curveball low. 2-1. They do. Jordan, to their credit, yes, they do. And that's, what can you say? I'm not a Yankee fan. I hate the Yankees. I'm an Orioles fan. But credit where it's due. You're absolutely right. They continue to win. They find a way. 2-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. So 2-2 on Collins. You're 100% correct. Somehow, some way, they continue to win. Two pitch is a pop-up. That's going to get out of play. We're going to do it again. Yeah, Rusty, he's just, it's something different with him every single time, too. But there's a guy, immense power, just can't stay healthy. Hamstrings, legs, shoulders, whatever it is, it's always something. There's a curveball, called strike 3. They're going to challenge it. Kansas City's going to challenge the called strike 3. They're going to lose the challenge. That is a strike. Yep, he's out. Strike 3. Absolutely. So 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. That's a curveball, top of the zone, and Collins takes it for a called strike 3. 1 down here in the 6th. Here's Jensen. First pitch to him is a fastball for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Here it comes from Kyle Bradish. Curveball. Here's a ground ball. First base. Alonso's got it. Throw to Bradish. Nice play. It was a dive by Pete Alonso down the first baseline. He saves extra bases, and he throws a perfect strike to Bradish covering, and there's 2 down in the 6th inning. That's extra bases if he doesn't get there. And good job by Bradish to be covering, too. Two down here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's Bobby Witt. He's 0 for 2. This is the guy that scares me. Here's first pitch to him. Curveball in the dirt. 1-0. $40 people watching, guys. We got 35 likes. Please hit that like button. Orioles clinging to a 4-0 lead right now. Bobby Witt's up with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Curveball. Swing. A slider. Swing and a miss. Good bite on that slider tonight. Man, he's got good movement. That ball is tailing away from right-handed hitters. Starts in the middle of the plate and just really a lot of bite on it. And they're not picking it up. So 1-1 pitch on Bobby Witt Jr. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on another slider. That one was up, and he just misses it. So 1-2 on Bobby Witt. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Curveball in the dirt. Checks his swing. Did he go? No. First base umpire says he did not. So a 2-2 count on Bobby Witt. Kyle Bradish here in the 6th inning has thrown 77 pitches. So pitch count's getting up there. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Pop up. Shallow right field. Jackson Holliday is going to get there. And that's the final out here in the 6th inning. That broke Bobby Witt's bat. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-0 Birds. Sure, you made your way to the Trop a couple times to catch O's Rays. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to check out the new stadium in 2029 or whenever it's finished. Welcome back, Victor. Yeah, I've been to the Trop twice. Been to 2 games there for the Rays, Orioles, and it's fine. It's not a great stadium, but I'm okay with it. It's not my home team stadium. If it was my team stadium, I agree. I wouldn't like it. But we enjoyed ourselves. We had a good time when we went. And you know what? It is what it is. It's not a very good stadium, but we had fun. And the seats were comfortable. We had nice seats. But you're right. They need a better stadium. They need something. There we go. 36 likes. We're getting there now. And we got 33 votes. That's awesome. I'm going to let it keep going a little bit here. Thanks, Sony. Appreciate you sharing that out, gang. Nice having everybody in here. Appreciate all of you. I got a few new subscribers today, too, and I appreciate that very much for the channel. Thank you very much, folks, for that. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Adley Rutschman's at the plate. Here we go. First pitch to him. Here's a swing and a foul off to the right side. 0-1 on Rutschman. Yeah, join us tomorrow. We're going to be at Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World, tomorrow morning for a live stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys join us for that. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. Changeup. Ball 1. 1-1. I actually didn't mind it. Anytime you get shade and AC at a live game in Florida, I love it, but I'm also used to the Jag Stadium. Fair enough. 1-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball to the third baseman. Should be an easy play. Throw to first in time. Rutschman's out. Yeah, part of it for Rusty, for me too, is exactly that. I'm inside. It's comfortable, air conditioned. It's not 100. It's not 90 degrees, 95 degrees outside in Florida. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. All right, here's Taylor Ward. First pitch to him is a curveball, foul or low, ball 1. What's up, Horizons? Welcome in. Good to have you here. 1-0 pitch. High on a cutter. Ball 2. 2-0. Cameron's still in the game for Kansas City. Two-0 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a fly ball. Right field. Fairly deep. At the track. At the wall. It's gone! Taylor Ward goes the other way with the home run to right field. And the Orioles get another tack-on run. 5-0 Birds. It just cleared the right field fence. And Taylor Ward, that's home run number 5 on the season for him. Well, actually, home run number 6. And the Orioles now have a 5-0 lead. Wow. Back to Pete Alonso. First pitch to him is a curveball for a strike. 0-1. So a 1-out home run for Taylor Ward. Home run number 6 for him. He hit it to right field. Short porch and right. There you go. There's a changeup low. Ball 1. 1-1. Horizons. The only Orioles All-Star is Adley Rutschman. 1-1 pitch is low. Ball 2 on a changeup. 2-1. Would I say there's any snubs? No, not really. Maybe Pete Alonso with the numbers he's putting up. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2-2. We'll see, Rusty. Never over till it's over, buddy. But right now, the way Bradish is pitching, I tend to agree. 2-2 pitch. High. Ball 3. 3-2. Gang, we are almost there on the likes. Please hit that like button. We need 3 more. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a miss on the changeup. He got him. 2 down. 55% humidity. You think that's humid, Victor? Dude, humidity today in Florida was 86%. It was 94 degrees here today with 86% humidity, which means the heat index was like 110. So I get it. Here's Basallo. First pitch swinging, ground ball to the second baseman. He's got it. Throws to first. That's your inning. We're heading to the top of the 7th. The Orioles added another run. 5-0 Birds. Yeah, right now, Victor, it's 8:30 at night. And it's 83 degrees, and it still feels like it's like 96. Actually, no, I take that back. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Humidity right now for us is 73%. 73% humidity for us right now. It's nuts. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Now, Victor, I got to be honest with you. You're 100% correct. No matter what, that's still terrible for you guys. 113 when the index gets to 113, buddy. That's hot. Don't get me. I'm just saying it is very hot. That's bad. Anywhere, I don't care. Somebody hit for the cycle last night, Horizons. That's awesome. All right, top of the 7th inning coming up. Kyle Bradish still on the mound. Let's see what he can do. Orioles have had some good defensive plays in this game. All right, first pitch. Here it is. Fastball for a strike to Jock Caglianone. So 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Fastball inside and low, ball 1. 1-1. Two likes to go, gang. One pitch. Here it comes. Curveball. In the dirt. Ball 2. Two-one pitch from Bradish is on the way. Here it comes. Fastball is a line drive, base hit into center field. Gunnar Henderson jumped. He tried to get it, but he wasn't able to get it. That's the first hit for Kansas City in the game. I wasn't saying anything, but at that point, Kyle Bradish was throwing a no-hitter into the 7th inning. That's the first hit for Kansas City. Good for him. Let's see if he can turn it back here now. Don't lose focus. So a man on first with nobody out. There's a slider for a strike, 0-1. So 0-1 count on Thomas here. Orioles looking for a double play. Let's see if they can get it. 0-1 pitch. There's another slider, and it's fouled off. Quickly 0-2. Well, it was Cags who got the hit, so it is what it is. You know, it happens. Hey, we hit the likes. Look at you guys. Woo! Good job, everybody. We hit the likes. Good job. Thank you very much. 0-2 pitch on Thomas. Here it comes. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. He's got a charge. His only play is first in the dirt, but good scoop by Alonso. He's going to get him at first, but the runner's going to move up to second. Nice play by Pete Alonso right there. It was a nice scoop by Mayo. He had to charge it, but he threw it in the dirt. Alonso made a nice play. Yeah, Rusty, that's a lot of snow. I've seen snow up to the hip. I've seen 73 inches of snow in 3 weeks. Swinging a foul on Pasquantino, 0-1. I can't remember what year it was. Melissa might remember it, but we had 3 storms in like the span of 3 weeks that got us like, I don't know if it was 70 inches, but it was like 22, 19, and 18 inches all in a row like that. It was crazy. When we lived in Maryland. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Check swing. He went. That's a fastball. He absolutely went. So quickly 0-2 on Pasquantino. Yeah, absolutely it does, Rusty. Yeah. The blizzard of 77, we got like 32 inches. I was 7 years old. We got like 30-something inches that year. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. The runner is going to hold at second, so a 1-2 count. My oldest was born in 1996, and we had a blizzard of, he was born in April of 96. We had the blizzard of 96 in January of that year. We were worried that we were going to have this blizzard and Melissa was going to go into labor with Walter while we were in a blizzard. We got like 20 inches. 1-2 pitch. High. Ball 2. 2-2. So, yeah, we've seen tons of snow. It's part of the reason why we moved down here. Now, it doesn't snow that bad that often, Rusty. These are once-in-a-decades type storms. You know, Buffalo and places like that, they get that kind of snow all the time. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. We're going to do it again. Now, his pitch count is at 90 right now for Bradish. So, no matter what, you know, since the no-hitter is no longer, this will be his last inning. Two-two pitch. Here it comes. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 3. 3-2. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Oh, I moved to Florida in 2020. No, Richard. No, you're not you're not the reason I moved down here, Richard. You're why we stay, Richard. How's that? Ask Donna. She'll tell you. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Oh, it's ball 4. Curveball in the dirt. Runner tries to go to third. He makes it. It got away from Adley a little bit, and the runner tried to go to third, and he makes it. So first and third here in the top of the 7th. The Orioles are on the phone. I don't know what they were looking at. It was easily ball 4. So first and third, they're going to come out and talk to Bradish so they can get somebody warming up. He's definitely safe at third. All right, so here we go. Yeah, they're going to come. That's what I thought. I knew they were going to come out and talk to him at this point. They want to get him to calm down, focus, and let the bullpen get warm. Grant Wolfram is warming. Yeah, again, you know, Rusty, that's why I say you would think 5-0 would be enough. But, again, here we go. He gave up the single. Now he's giving up a walk. There's only one out. Yeah, a shot here, and they're right back in the game. So he's got to be careful here. He's still got to focus. Still got to focus. You know, Salvador Perez might be having a down season. He's only batting .209. He's got 2 strikeouts today, but the guy has power. So Bradish has got to come up with a good sequence of pitches right here. There's the first pitch, slider, check swing. He did not go. Ball 1. As soon as this inning's over, I'm going to run to the restroom, gang. Yeah, Bradish is starting to let this inning get away from him. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-1. Wow, she's 4 hours away, Richard. Richard should go pick you up, Debbie, right? One pitch. Salvador Perez is ready. Here it comes. Pop up. Fly ball. Left field. Actually, that ball's carrying at the medium depth. Leody Tavares has got it. The runner from third's going to score, but it is the second out. So not only does he lose the no-hitter, he loses the shutout as well. 5-1 now. RBI for Salvador Perez. But the big thing is the Orioles get the second out. Grant Wolfram is warming in the bullpen. Missed some of our worst hurricanes in my life. Native Floridians probably seem crazy to you throwing parties in Category 4 hurricanes. Now, it is what it is. We've been down here long enough to understand them. All right, here's Massey. First pitch to him is a fly ball down the left field line. That's fair. The runner's going to have to hold it second. So first and second now, 2 outs. And that's going to do it. Here comes Craig Albernaz. He's going to get it. Rusty, I'll say this. Living in the middle of the state, if you get a Category 4, by the time it gets to me in the middle of the state where I am, it's no longer a Category 4. It's down to like a 2. And Category 2s aren't that bad. If I lived on the water, Fort Myers, Sarasota, Clearwater, any of those, Category 4 hurricanes would scare the heck out of me. But it's I get what you're saying, but living in the middle of the state, even a Category 5, by the time it gets to me in the middle of the state, it's going to be a 3. Victor, I hope you move down. That'd be fun. Yes. So Bradish is out of the game. I'm going to run. I'll be right back, gang. And you're right, Wolfram has not been good lately. All right, I'm back. Bradish is out of the game. Here's Grant Wolfram. First pitch coming. Fastball outside, ball 1. First and second, there's 2 outs here now. Nick Lofton at the plate. Orioles need something right here. One 1-0 pitch. There's ground ball right to the shortstop. Gunner goes to the short way to second. That's your inning. So he gets out of it, heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-1 Birds. Good job by Wolfram. Okay, Victor, that's cool. We didn't mind Davenport when we lived there. Well, see, I don't know enough about Orlando. I'm never there. I guess Disney's not technically in Orlando. It's more like Kissimmee. All right, gang, I'm going to end the poll. Let me go ahead and get in here to end the poll real fast. All right, we're going to end the poll here if I can find it. some reason I can't end the poll. Why can't I end the poll? Hold on, gang. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try and end the poll, but it's not working. Got over 40 votes, or right around 40 votes, which is awesome. Try and end the poll, but it's not. All right, here we go. I think this will do it. Oh my God, what is going on? All right, Orioles. Here comes Tyler O'Neill. First pitch to him is a called strike. 0-1. Sorry, gang. Just give me a second. I'm trying to end this here, and it's not working very well. Oh, I guess I can't end it. Anyway. 0-2 count on Tyler O'Neill. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Called. There's a strike 3. So Tyler O'Neill is back to his losing ways. Yeah, Rusty, it is getting better, though. They are expanding that whole area there. I wasn't able to enter the poll. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the poll, Sony. I'm trying to 1-0 count to Kobe Mayo. I'm trying to get it to come up, and I can't get it to come up. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did wrong. 1-0 pitch to Mayo is called strike. One pitch, swing and a foul back. 1-2 on Kobe Mayo here in the bottom of the 7th inning. I don't know what I did wrong. 1-0 pitch to Mayo is called strike. All right, there we go. I think I just ended it. I think I got it that time. One-two count on Kobe Mayo. There we go. Still got 30 people watching. Thanks, everybody. 2-2 pitch on the way to Kobe Mayo. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a curveball. He got him. And Cameron's still pitching for Kansas City. Kudos to him for still being in the game. Welcome in. I don't know what that is. Winderglass. Welcome in. Jackson Holliday's at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Needs a hit. Let's see if he can get one. Here it comes. First pitch. Inside on the fastball. 1-1. I guess that's the second pitch. 1-1 on Jackson Holliday. I am falling behind on the pitches here. I apologize, gang. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul at the plate. 1-2. It looks like Jackson's trying to kind of pull the ball a little bit as well. One-two pitch on the way to Jackson Holliday. Here it comes. Outside and low, ball 1. One, 2-2 pitch is high, ball 3. Sorry, I'm trying to type something, guys, as I type. Just hang with me. Oh, I guess that's 2 outs. I guess Jackson Holiday is on base. Did he reach base? I missed it because I'm trying to type. My apologies. Pop up to Leody Tavares. That's going to get out of play. So he says, come on, Kansas. We can do it. Win. I need it. Let's go. That's what Winda said. All right, so 0-1 count on Leody Tavares. I guess Jackson Holiday walked. There's a line drive. Fairly deep right field. At the track, it's caught by the right fielder, and that's your inning. So top of the 8th inning coming up. The Orioles are holding on to their lead of 5-1. No, I haven't really broken a ride. It's just sometimes when we get on the rides, when we do our live streams on our other channels from the parks, the rides will break. They usually come back up. We've gotten evacuated from a few rides, though. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. It's been a really good night again. Thank you to everybody who came in. We were looking for 40 likes. We're up to 45. We've gained a few more followers or subscribers, which has been wonderful. It's been really nice having everybody in here. Good crowd again. So we're very appreciative of that. Thank you very much. Orioles are doing exactly what they need to do. They need to win ball games. Yes, they blame me as the bad luck. Yes, that's exactly right. Me or Stacy. You don't know who Stacy is, Rusty, but Stacy will get blamed too. All right, guys, top of the 8th inning. The Orioles are 6 outs away from another win. And it'll be yet again where they have a 3-game winning streak, and they'll be heading into Sunday to possibly get their 4th win, which they have yet to do this year. They have not had a 4-game winning streak all year long. All right, here's Wolfram again. First pitch to Isaac Collins is a called strike, 0-1. It looked like a ball to me. It looked like it was off the plate, but the ump calls it a strike, so 0-1. Collins is 0-2. He reached on that error in the 3rd. 0-1 pitch. Curveball low, ball 1. 1-1. 1-1. One pitch on the way. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a foul back. 1-2. We're going to do it again. I keep forgetting to do the out-of-town scoreboard, folks. I'm so sorry. Soon as this half inning is over, I promise we'll do an out-of-town scoreboard and look at the scores. 1-2 pitch. Oh, my goodness. That's curveball way in the dirt. Easily ball 2. Two pitch. Foul ball down the right field line. Leody Tavares is going to give it a look, but it's going to get out of play. We still got 34 people in here. Thanks, gang. Nope, I'm not bypassing the Mets score. Looks like Yennier Cano is warming up in the Orioles bullpen. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a ground ball foul down third base. 2-2 pitch again. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him on a curveball. Strike 3. 1 down here in the top of the 8th inning. That was nice. Very nice. So 1 down here in the top of the 8th inning. That's going to bring Carter Jensen to the plate. So back to the top of the lineup. Lefty on lefty here. First pitch. Here's a slider or curveball way outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Thank you, Sony. Yeah, we'll be live at Magic Kingdom bright and early tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. I know it says 7 a.m. I'll be changing that. There's a curveball. Oh, it looked like a strike to me. And it was called a ball. Adley Rutschman's going to challenge. If the Orioles lose this challenge, they're out of challenges. But he gets it right. It's a strike. They're going to overturn it. Instead of a 2-0 count, it's a 1-1 count. So good challenge by Adley Rutschman. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a foul back. 1-2. One-two pitch on the way. Whoa, up by his head. Almost hits him. It's a ball. 2-2. My goodness. Yeah, Rusty, they could. They absolutely could. But they don't, they're playing bad baseball. They don't deserve to make it. But then again, everybody and their brother in the American League, there's like 4 or 5 teams over 500 in the American League. Although some teams are starting to play better. So we'll see. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swinging a foul again. What up, G? G Wilson, welcome in, buddy. Hope to see you tomorrow in the Magic Kingdom stream. We are, I think we actually are going to have early entry tomorrow. So we'll see what we do with early entry. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. It might have been a ball, but it was called a strike for strike 3, and they did not challenge. I don't understand. Why don't you challenge there? What do you have to lose? It's the bottom of the 8th inning. You're down 5-1. You need every run you can get, or every base runner you can get. I don't understand why you wouldn't challenge there, but he didn't. And they're going to pull Wolfram here with 2 outs in the 8th. So we're going to have another commercial break for a minute here. Welcome in, everyone. Appreciate all the likes tonight. We got 45 likes. We've had a good, consistent crowd in here all night long. Lots of friends, lots of new friends coming in, having a good time. I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys have been enjoying this tonight. All right, guys, we're just waiting for the Orioles to come back. Appreciate everybody's patience. Again, we're just waiting for the Orioles to come back. It's 5-1 lead, top of the 8th inning. Orioles have made a pitching change. Yennier Cano's coming in to face Bobby Witt. Which, I don't really know why they would even do that. There's nobody on base. All right, first pitch. Here it is. Swinging a foul back. 0-1. I don't really understand that. Why bring him in there? Planning on it, Walt? I got some catching up to do. Oh, yeah, G. Wilson, no problem. Just hope you're in there tomorrow. We'll be there. 8 o'clock. It says 7 right now. We're changing it to 8 because we have early entry. We want to make sure we're in line quickly. 0-1 pitch outside. Ball 1. 1-1. A lot of things changed after the break, as I'm sure you know. But right now, it looks like if you stay 4 or 6 games over 500, you'd make it. Yeah, I agree. There's a called strike on a sweeper. 1-2 on Bobby Witt. Yeah, Rusty, I agree. Right now, if you're 4 to 6 games over 500 in the American League, you're going to make it. Now, you're right. Anything can change in the second half. Teams can get hot. But for the Orioles right now, it's just about playing good baseball. Check swing. Did he go? The umpire first says he did. Called strike 3 on Bobby Witt. That's the inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. 5-1 Birds. Nice job. All right, let's do an out-of-town scoreboard real fast. We haven't done one yet, and that's my fault. We should have done one in the 5th and then the 7th. So right now, bottom of the 7th inning, Cardinals got a 4-1 lead over the Braves. End of 6, Astros all over the Rangers, 7-1. Bottom of the 6th, Cubs-Reds are tied 3-3. Top of the 2nd, Padres 2-0 over the Blue Jays. Diamondbacks-Dodgers are warming up. And that's it. The rest of them are finals. Let's go over the finals around Major League Baseball. Twins beat the Angels 5-3. White Sox beat the A's 1-0. Giants beat the Rockies 4-2. Yankees beat the Nationals 4-2. Red Sox beat the Mets 4-0. Rays beat the Mariners 6-1. Guardians beat the Marlins 4-1. Phillies beat the Tigers 4-2. Pirates 7-6 on a makeup game over the Brewers. That was game 1. Game 2, Pirates won that one as well, 3-2. So there you go, around Major League Baseball. That's your scores. Again, guys, good to have all of you in here. Thank you to all who are still here. We still got 34 people watching. That's amazing. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch, Gunnar Henderson, fly ball, right field, at the track, at the wall, it's gone! So Gunnar Henderson with the home run, an unnecessary, unneeded home run, except for him. And Gunnar Henderson finally gets one, breaks out. He always seems to do that when the games are out of reach. Either we're down 5-1 or we're up 5-1. Hey, that's a home run. Maybe it'll turn things around for him. I sure hope so. But he got a pitch to hit, and Gunnar didn't miss this one. Right center field, over the wall. Gunnar Henderson gets a home run, 6-1 Birds. I'm glad for him. Hopefully that'll get him out of his funk. He can get a little bit of confidence back and get this going. Yeah, the Braves started really, really strong, G. Wilson. I don't know what happened. First pitch to Adley is a ball, 1-0. Wow, look at all the 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive, one hopper to the first baseman. He's going to take it himself and just beat Adley to the bag. 1 down. Yeah, Gunner's home run, it was about 3 rows deep. He hit it pretty good. Wow, lots of smoke from the fireworks going off. Good Lord. All right, here's Taylor Ward. Let's see what he can do. First pitch to him is up by his head, but it's a ball. 1-0. There's another one off the plate. Ball 2. 2-0. Yeah, I agree, Jeannie. High fastball. Ball 3. 3-0. Michaela, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Michaela Forche's here. Good to see you, Michaela. Hope you're doing well. I think your Indians did okay tonight. I can't remember. I just did the score, too. 3-0 pitch. Here's a called strike right down Broadway. 3-1. I just was looking at it, and that fast I forgot. But I think your Indians won today. Or are winning today. 3-1 pitch. Fly ball. Left field. Oh, that's going to be caught. I thought he hit it better than that. Nah, that's an easy catch. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Yeah, the Guardians won. They beat the Marlins. Pete Alonso stepping into the plate. 2 down. Yeah, 4-1. Just saw it, Michaela. Yep. Alonso's 2 for 3. First pitch to him is high. Ball 1 on a slider. 1-0 count to Pete Alonso. There's a ball off the plate. Change up a call to strike. So instead of 2-0, it's 1-1. There's a swing and a foul back. So quickly 1-2 on Pete Alonso. 9 Ks for the Orioles today. 9. Don't like that number, though. I know they're winning 6-1, and maybe I'm nitpicking, but I don't like striking out that much. It could be 10 if Alonso strikes out here. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. They got him. But Alonso's going to challenge it. He's challenging the called strike 3. I think he wins because I think it's low. Yep, it's low. It's a ball. Pete Alonso right away challenged the call strike 3, and he's right to do it because the ball was low. So instead of a strikeout, it's 2-2. It got the plate. It was just low. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's outside and low. Ball 3. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fastball up in the zone. It would have been ball 4. And Pete Alonso chases it. But Gunnar Henderson breaks out. Gets a home run. Top of the 9th coming up. O's got a 6-1 lead. Tyler Wells looks like he's about ready to come into the game. Tyler Wells is about ready to come in. Guys, 48 likes tonight. Thank you for that. We almost hit 50. And wow, we gained like 8 subscribers today. That's amazing. Thank you. That's unbelievable. Rusty, that's funny. Yeah, he got a good pitch to hit and didn't miss it and drove it. He's starting to put some good at bats together. You need much more consistency from Gunnar. He's just been really not good this year. He just hasn't been good offensively. You know, when you're batting .219 on the season and we're in the middle of July. Hey, Ricky, 2K13, welcome in. Says, just subscribe from Federal Hill. Hey, my wife used to work on Federal Hill. Right across the street there. They have the little play areas right down there on Federal Hill. Yep, she used to work right on Federal Hill for years. Victor, have a good night, buddy. Appreciate you. I hope to see you tomorrow morning. Ricky, welcome in. Are you living in Federal Hill area? I used to live in Baltimore, not too far from there. Welcome in. Good to have you here. Got a nice view of, well, I don't know where you are in Federal Hill. That's kind of a whole area there, but yep, nice area. Got the Rusty Scupper. I think the Rusty Scupper's still over there. Got the Science Center right over there. All right, Tyler Wells is in. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike, 0-1. Yep, cheers to you too. Welcome in. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Caglianone. It's a changeup low, ball 1. Oh, you work for Under Armour. Nice. Okay. Under Armour's right down there now, aren't they? Aren't they right down in the Federal Hill area? Don't they have an area, like a building there now? 1-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a cutter low, ball 2, 2-1. I live in Florida now. I'm not in Maryland anymore. I lived in Maryland for 49 years. Then we moved to Florida and living the dream. Love it down here. 2-1 pitch on the way. That ball is low. Ball 3, 3-1. Last thing you want to do if you're Tyler O'Neill in a 6-1 game in the 9th inning is walk the first hitter. There's a ground ball to Jackson Holiday. Throw to first, 1 down. Is it Caglianone? Is it Caglianone? Because it's not, he doesn't spell it like you're spelling it, Rusty. It's Caglianone. I guess that first N doesn't get pronounced. Caglianone I can say, but I didn't think that was how he pronounced it. All right, here's Lane Thomas. First pitch to him. Here it comes. There's a slider for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, I thought they had a new headquarters down there. I know the guy that owns Under Armour is from Baltimore anyway, or from Maryland, so it makes sense. Caglianone. Okay, yeah. I didn't think he pronounced it like that because he has that first N. Here's a slider for a strike, 0-2. But Ricky, yeah, I haven't actually seen it, but I heard about it. I've been down in Florida now for 6 years. I still have, my oldest son still lives in Maryland, but we're not up there much. 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a foul at the plate. So we're going to hold it 0-2. I think we hit 50 likes tonight. That's amazing. Did we hit 50 likes? Holy macaroni, we did hit 50 likes. How about that? Thank you, gang. 0-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Check swing. Did he go? First base umpire says no, he did not. So 1-2. Wow, that's funny, Ricky. You moved from Tampa up to Maryland. I moved from Maryland down to Lakeland, which isn't too far from Tampa. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. He got him. 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. 1 more out to go for the Birds. Yeah, Ricky, we're in Lakeland, which really isn't that far from Tampa. Anyway, it's about an hour. We fly out of Tampa, and my son flies into Tampa all the time. We're actually going to Anna Maria Island in August for a week for vacation. We've been down to St. Pete Beach a few times. It's nice. Pasquantino at the plate. First pitch to him is a strike on a changeup. 0-1. Polk County. Yeah, Polk County. That's it. Exactly. Yep. Oh, 1 pitch. Pop up. This should do it. Gunner's calling for it. He's under it. And he's got it. And that's the game. Good night, Walt, and to everyone. G. Wilson, have a good night, buddy. Hope to see you tomorrow for the stream at Magic Kingdom. Here you go, gangs. Orioles get the win. Big win for the O's. Few home runs. Great outing by Kyle Bradish. Great defense for the most part by the Orioles. Even though they had an error, they had a lot of really good exceptional plays tonight. Orioles played great. Player of the game's got to be Kyle Bradish, though. Took a no-hitter into the 7th inning. Awesome outing by him. The Orioles had a great game tonight. Love it. Thank you, mods. Great job as usual. Love what you did. Showing us, saying hi to everybody, showing all of our social media stuff. I appreciate all of that. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who came in and chatted with me tonight. It's been wonderful. Yes, Richard, good seeing you, buddy. Say hi to Donna and Sam for me. Say hi to Samantha and Donna for me. It was just a really good night. I love seeing it. Love having everybody in. Thank you for all the likes. We were hoping to get 40 likes. We went well over 50 likes. You guys have been amazing with that. Orioles get the win. It was a great evening. And appreciate it. Yeah, Ricky, I hope we won't be on this channel, Ricky. We're on our Mouse Talk channel. We have a second Disney channel, and we'll be live from Magic Kingdom. We won't be doing the game. It's a different channel, different content. If one of my mods want to share that out, you're more than welcome to come out for that. We got almost 30,000 subscribers over there. It's the same type atmosphere, lots of fun, always welcome. We enjoy it. Please come out tomorrow. That would be great. Love to have you subscribe over there, too. We're trying to get to 30,000. We're a little over 300 subscribers away from 30 over there. Other than that, gang, thank you for all the support. Appreciate you all very much. Hope you all enjoyed it. That's it for tonight. Let me change that from top of the ninth to final. And appreciate you all being here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and we will talk to you all soon. Again, final score, Orioles 6, Kansas City 1. Have a great night, everyone.